Alright, hello guys, it is Zero Jump Shot here with another video. We're back with the instructional type videos. I haven't made one of these in a little bit. So this video is geared more around people who are a little bit more advanced with graphic design, or people who may even just want to get a little bit of a head start. www.photop.com. There's usually another screen that'll have like a big box here, and then it'll have an X. You just click the X to get out of it. But so basically, Photop is an online version of Adobe Photoshop. It's got all the exact same things over here. Basically, there's just a little bit of nitpicky things that it doesn't have, and there's quite a few different ways of doing it. So let's say I want to do I want to open up my photo of my Zero Jump Shot logo. Now, with this Zero Jump Shot logo, I can do many things with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another thing. So, I'm going to use the Hardy Boys logo. A little bit of a trick that I found with this, you can't really just drag stuff over and put it on the other file. It doesn't work that way on here. So, basically what you have to do then is you have to right click where the layer is and hit duplicate into, and then the destination will be where you want to put it on. So I want to bring it to the Zero Jump Shot logo, you hit OK, and then boom, your other design is here. Now with the regular Adobe Photoshop, you can just hit Control T to start the transformation. But when you hit Control T in this, it opens up a new tab. So clearly that's not going to work. So what you have to do is you have to have the layer selected that you want to use to transform the size. So we have the Hardy Boys layer selected over here. You have to go up here where it says Transformation Controls, click that, and then it'll give you the option to make it bigger or to make it smaller. So let's just make it really big. And then you just hit enter, and then you can unclick Transformation Controls. Now this image is going to be kind of blurry because it was a smaller image that you made larger. But that's besides the fact. So now, like regular Adobe Photoshop, if you want to edit a specific part of the layer, you can double click the layer and this will come up the layer options. So say you want to change the blending option. Now let's go to a good example. So like this, so difference. So like what difference would do is it takes the entire opposite of the color out. So it was originally this purple, and now it's the green. And also with this history thing, you can just go back to what your stuff was. So if you wanted to go back to it before how it was, you can just go back, but not really needed. And also, if you wanted to edit like the layer itself, you don't even have to double click it. You can just go into here and then just kind of like edit and play around with this stuff. But it's pretty simple, I would believe. And then if you want to get rid of it, you just hit delete. So I'm going to close that out, and I'm going to go and I'm going to grab, let's say, fire. So I'm going to grab like a fire wallpaper. We'll go with this. So then what you can actually do is you can right click this, you can copy it, go back into Photop, make sure you click on the screen, hit Control V to paste, and then it'll paste your image right onto here. Now, another cool feature that I found out from using Photoshop, if you transform this, and then you take it, and then you make it a little bit bigger, and you put it over, like where my lettering is, and you hit enter to transform it, you got these layer options here for blending, and I don't remember which one, so like this, you can like actually like blend in the fire itself with your logo. You just have to have whatever the layer is that you want to blend in above the said layer. So I think that looks pretty sweet. But if you put it under, it doesn't do anything. Although you could do it this way as well. If you took this, bring it back to, see, even I actually did that transformation wrong. So if you go back to the fire layer, I'm just going to do a free transformation. I'm not going to hold shift down. And I make this completely wide. And then I take this and then I put this under the Zero Jump Shot logo layer. And then I take the Jump Shot logo. Then you can kind of embed it into it that way as well. I mean, you could really honestly do it either way. It would really depend on your preference, but they both work the same, pretty much the same way. So now we're gonna delete that, and I'm gonna use yet another one just to give you guys another idea. So we're gonna go with I don't know. I'm trying to think. We'll just do what I did last night. We'll do Galaxy. We'll use the same exact photo I used. So then you just right click, copy image, go back to photo P, click, left click, and then Control V. And there's the Galaxy photo. And now if you go on here and you click to adjust the layer. So I believe it was one of these, I don't remember which one it was. I did hard light for the main logo, because it just kind of contrasts the dark black and it adds the Galaxy little particles to the lettering itself. And then for the other part, I believe I just did linear dodge, because if you look at it, it's all white. It throws the Galaxy in there, it gives you a little bit of Galaxy shade in the background as well. So I think that looks really cool. And there's just kind of a lot of things that you can really just play around with here. So that's really that. And then say I want to go with this photo here. Now, if you want to keep the photo, there's many ways you can do it. You can either go down to your search bar and you can open up Snipping Tool, and you can hit New, and you can just go on here, drag it down to the corner, and then you can level it around or whatever, and then after done, maybe crop it if you must. But as you can see here, I kind of did a bad job, so I'm gonna redo that. So there, now you got the actual picture in there, and then you just right click and you hit Save As, and then you just save it there. Otherwise, the other thing that you can do, probably the easiest way to do it is if you go to File, well, probably the best way I should say, File, Export As, and since it's a picture that does not have since it's a picture with a background, it's one actual picture, you're most likely going to want to save it as a JPEG. So then you're going to click JPEG, and on here you can kind of just look around. It looks really garbage because if you look, the quality's at 50%. You take that puppy, you raise it up to 100. I mean, it's not going to look the greatest still, but that's also because it's on 920 by 1080. For YouTube thumbnail purposes, I would lower it to 1280 by 720 because that's the standard YouTube thumbnail size. And what I've been doing was clicking on Keep Aspect Ratio. It doesn't really matter if you want to or not, but what I advise is, if you're doing it for YouTube thumbnails, 1280 by 720 size, 100% quality, so it looks the greatest, and pixels, yes, and JPEG. The only times that I would recommend saving it to PNG, which is Portable Network Graphic, is if you were doing a transparent logo. So let's go back into here now. Let's get rid of the Galaxy. And so if you pull up the eraser tool, like let's say you erased like this entire background, which I'm not gonna spend my time doing right now, but this is what I mean also by tools that they don't have on here. On Adobe Photoshop, you can just erase the background within itself, rather than having to erase it all manually, like you can just do it automatically. But we'll just do a rough copy for now. Alright, so we've erased pretty much all of the background, and if you go like this, if you hit File, Export as PNG, it'll export straight like this. So it'll have no background, it'll be just strictly this object within itself, which is kind of cool. I don't know what palettes is, but I'm just gonna leave that. But yeah, that's pretty much that, and I guess if you guys have any more specific questions, you can ask. This also has text tool, but the thing that sucks with the text tool on here is that it's their fonts. So if you have like a specific font downloaded onto your computer, you will not be able to use it because it's not their font. But yeah, hold on. I gotta find where I put this now. But yeah, besides that, so we're gonna open up this again. My bad, guys. So like, let's say you want to throw text on here. So you're gonna go and you're gonna go to text, and you're just gonna click, and let's just say video. So the font that it starts you off with right away is gonna be a sans. But what they have on here, which I don't think I've seen on Photoshop itself, is you can categorize by like, what is it called? Category. You just put it on by category. So let's say we want to go with I want to see what they've got for not hand drawn. We're gonna go with, I think I have, okay, so they're all gone. So like, let's say you want to go to grunge. This is the only grunge font they have. Programming, yeah, those general ones. Black letter, those older ones. Retro, these are pretty nice. There's some pretty good ones on here that they have. Novelty, these are some pretty cool ones too, actually. Novelty, I don't know if I would use that. Hand drawn is kind of like just like handwritten fonts, and then there's script, which is also basically handwritten fonts. And yeah, you guys kind of you get the gist of it. But that's it. Photopea.com, very great website to use if you do not have Adobe Photoshop. It's good for making thumbnails. If you need to make it quick on the go, works great. And it has just about every single tool that you need as you would have on Adobe Photoshop. Thank you guys a ton for watching. And another thing that I highly advise if you're going to use Photopea, have AdBlock installed. I have not, I don't think there's really ads on this page other than like this, but that's not in the way, so I wouldn't really matter too much. But just in case no ads pop up, download AdBlock. Or if you don't want to risk downloading AdBlock, then don't do it. But that's just that. Photopea.com, great place to go. Works well. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you as well as I can. I'm pretty good at getting back to people with questions, so just drop a comment down below. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna keep busting out these videos whatever I can, whatever I can figure out. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.
Hey, bring it back, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. I'm on to the next one, on to the next, on to the next one, on to the next, on to the next.